Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be about what to do when your computer turns on, but you get no display in your monitor. It says no signal or something along those lines. This can be quite a frustrating issue to deal with, especially if you're not sure where to start. So let's go over some simple solutions that should hopefully get you up and running in no time at all. Now this issue can be caused by a number of things, such as a loose GPU, a faulty cable, or even a dead graphics card. The first thing that I recommend doing is to simply reseat the graphics card and RAM. This may seem quite obvious since it's such a simple solution. But many people overlook this as a potential fix, and it could save you a lot of time and hassle in the long run. Make sure that the graphics card is firmly seated in the slot, and that the connectors are clean and free of any obstructions. You may also want to try switching the RAM to a different slot just to be sure that there's no physical damage to the connectors. If your graphics card supports it, you can also try taking it out and putting it back in again. Sometimes a little bit of force is required to push the card all the way in, so make sure that it's firmly seated as mentioned before. If you're unsure how to remove and reinsert your graphics card, you can always refer to your motherboard's manual for detailed instructions. But just a friendly heads up, if you have an all-in-one machine like this one here, removing the graphics card can be a bit more difficult, as you might have to take off the entire top casing just to access it. In that case, it might be easier to just leave it as is and take it to a repair shop to have them change it for you, assuming that this doesn't solve the issue. The next thing I recommend checking is the video cable connecting the computer to the monitor. If possible, try switching to a different cable altogether and make sure that it's firmly connected to both the computer and the monitor. You can also try switching to a different port just to be sure that there is no issues with the one you're reusing. Now, assuming that the cable itself isn't the issue, you can also try changing the monitor altogether and connecting it to a different one, just to be sure that there's no problems with the one you're reusing. Sometimes a monitor can go bad without you realizing it, and it might not display any signal, even though the cable and the port are working perfectly fine. If you don't have another monitor lying around, you can always connect your laptop or even a portable monitor to the computer to see if it displays anything. Now, assuming that the monitor itself isn't the issue, the next thing we can try is switching from the GPU to the onboard graphics if your computer has it. To do this, you'll have to go into your BIOS and disable the discrete graphics. This will essentially switch your computer to use the integrated graphics instead, and in most cases should result in a display showing up on your monitor. Keep in mind that this won't work if you do want to have onboard graphics, or if the integrated graphics are disabled in the BIOS for some reason. It's also worth mentioning that in some cases, your computer might display something on the monitor, but it might be really blurry or pixelated. This is because the onboard graphics might not be able to output a high-resolution signal, so you might have to change the resolution in your advanced display settings to match what your monitor supports. If none of these solutions work, then it's likely that there's an issue with the graphics card itself or the drivers. In that case, you might want to take it to a repair shop to have them diagnose it further. But anyways, that's all I have for this video. Hopefully it helped you out and you were able to get your issue resolved. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.